What's up, everybody? It's J Mac, and welcome back to Bigfoot Input. I want to thank the 800 or so people that showed up on Friday to join us for our live show. And we do that every 2 weeks. So if you're watching this on Tuesday, it won't be this week, it'll be the following week. And we announce the day of. Okay? Enough about that. Let's dive right into our pictures this week. Our guy, D. Boz, aka Dan Bazinka. His real name is D. Boz. Submitted this picture. So my eyes want to perceive this picture two different ways, but the way that I think that we need to settle on is, I mean, first of all, your creature's right here. This big head creature. This is out of Myakka, Florida, by the way. Myakka State Park. So southwest-ish Florida. We got the eyes right there, here. You got your sort of nose bridge right there, which comes down to the flat hooded nose, which is real common. There's your one nostril's there, the other nostril's here, and then we got some sort of mouth teeth thing going on down here. Cranial ridge right there. You can see it kind of swoops down and it comes back up. There you go. And this is the entirety. See the big head up here? This is the entirety of the creature. So cool picture. D-Boss, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Let's keep on rocking. So I've never met Backwoods Bigfoot before, but they posted this recently. They said they went back later and the face wasn't there. It would be cool to see that shot too, if they have it. But anyways, pretty clear shot of what we are going to assume is some sort of skunk ape or Bigfoot. I don't know where they're from. But yeah, eye socket there. Little nose structure here hidden behind. See all these reeds right here? There. Can't really see the nose, but yeah, we'll just leave it at that. You can't really see it. But big forehead here, clear outline of the face there and there. It's a cool shot. I like it. If they have any more, we'd like to see them. So they are well, part of the Bigfoot world group, but they're their own group, I guess, or at least their own entity. Kathy Westerman, that's a name we're going to be hearing a few times in this video. Looking at this picture here, you're like, what are you showing me, dude? Why, what is this? I don't see anything. See it? Perfectly camouflaged. That is an eyeball. Nose is over here. Structure, no structure. Can't really see a whole lot else. He's got himself buried in this this wood here, these woods here, this bush. But you can see there's a lot going on here. He's this darkness is his his cavity. He's got himself sort of buried back in this thing. But very cool. I like that picture a lot. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Bigfoot World. Kathy Westerman. Surprise, surprise. Got something going on down here. This is IR footage. I'm sorry. Kathy's yelling at me right now. It's thermal footage, not IR footage. So it's kind of hard to tell exactly what we're looking at, but we got this cool face shape here. Eyeball there. Nose here. Big mouth here. Almost looks like you can differentiate the lips from the teeth right here. So something's cool. Something's cool going on there. I don't know exactly what, though. But neat picture. Thank you, Kathy. Back to Backwoods Bigfoot. They also posted some of their artwork, which I thought was really cool. Here, BWB. Yeah, what? This is really neat artwork. I mean, I like how you got like this almost looks like Alaska. Maybe you got these big mountains, these big trees everywhere. You got the big fellow walking on this little plane of water, and the Bigfoot himself sort of has like these celestial designs all in it, almost making him look like the universe. It's just a very cool picture. Got the Aurora Borealis going on behind it. So good job, very cool picture. If Backwoods Bigfoot gets word of this, very cool picture. I like it a lot, and I'd like to see more. Dalton Lee posted this one saying he posted this in Bigfoot World saying that the grandpa snapped his photo at dusk, something hairy and bipedal that came out behind the deer to the left and then ran them off. So obviously you can see a deer there and a deer here, and this big dude right here. Let's just assume. I mean, I've seen quite a few deer. Some of them, their backs are probably 4-ish foot off the ground. Some of these, I don't know where Dalton's from. Some deer, like you go up to Pennsylvania, I mean, those deer are like moose. Their backs are easily 6 foot off the ground. So let's just give these deer here the benefit of the doubt and say they're in between. They're 5 foot. Okay. Let's do this. So somewhere around here is the back of this deer. I'll even give it to you and say it's 4 foot. Okay? That's 4 foot. Guess what? That cuts him right in half, making this guy 8 feet tall. So I know that's not exact, math and distortion and position of the creatures and things like that. There's a lot of variables there, but that's just to give you an idea that this is a big thing. It's a big dude. So very cool picture. Thank you, Dalton. Miguel posting pictures taken by Rebecca Rollison. It doesn't get much cooler than that. I don't even know, I don't know if I want to make a comment like that. I don't even know if it's a Sasquatch. But, I mean, a face it is. Look at this. Nostrils and all. Not happy. Big frowny face. I have no idea what this is. Could be a Sasquatch. Could be some other type of forest dweller. Either way, Rebecca, very cool pictures. Thank you, Miguel, pointing those out. Yeah, Matthew Johnson. I believe you pronounce this Camp Zanu in Western Washington State. Okay, so it's over farther towards the coast. These dogs are going crazy and barking their heads off. And caught a picture of this guy looking at him through the bush. Again, let's take a good look at the eyeball. Some of these creatures, they have these sort of brown eyes. You can't really see any detail. Others, you can actually see the iris, the whites of the eyes and all that. This guy, you can definitely see the eyeball differentiators right there. But nose there, forehead big, cranial ridge. Cool picture, Mr. Johnson. And let's not step out of the picture without pointing out this. Could be a little pareidolia here, but maybe not. Maybe an eye socket, maybe a nostril. Kind of interesting, right beside this thing might be partners of some kind. Not sure exactly, but yeah, very cool picture. Thank you. Rebecca Rollison, taking a picture of this big guy. Look at that. Love it. One of those pictures that's out of focus, but really kind of hard to deny, You can almost see the nose right there. Big forehead here, which then you can tell where it separates into the hair, the long hair, and shoulders there all the way down. So very cool picture. Thank you, Rebecca. Back to Bigfoot World. Excuse me. Okay. Bigfoot World, Kathy Westerman, more thermal imaging catches This dude hiding behind a tree here, sort of. This is the tree, the big white thing that you see here. That is what the tree looks like on thermal. And then there's this dude with the big eye sockets, the big nose, mouth wide open. You can almost tell a little bit like where his smooth facial skin is versus his fur or hair. Very neat, and I think I cropped it down to this, and not to mention this, the rest of his torso. Look at that, very cool. Nostril. Yeah, I like that picture. I like that a lot. Very nice. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy Westerman, posted by Miguel, says that he sees this guy back here. And let's just take a look here. Yeah, there you go. It's hard to zoom in, but anyway, so eyeball, nostril. We're definitely getting a face here. This guy is hidden in the bush, maybe camouflaged even. Cloaked if you really want to dive down the rabbit hole, but I don't want to go that far right now. So, is this the face of Bigfoot? Well, looks like it. Kind of looks like the face of a Bigfoot that I might see in a movie or a video game. I've seen this before, and although I can't 100% deny it and say it's not real, but it gives me a vibe for some reason, and I'd have to say no, I don't believe this is real. I believe it's probably some type of art, computer generated art, and I hate the term CGI, but that literally means computer generated imaging. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. So I know this has been around for a minute, so I don't think it's AI. It's older than that, but I also don't really think it's real. So again, no major reasons why. Although I have seen other angles of this same shot, which and it's all exactly the same, which kind of makes me think, well, where did the other angles come from? I don't think there's multiple people taking multiple pictures of this thing, so based on that alone, I'd have to say, no, that's not real. So Melanie Patton posted this. If you want to really dive again down the rabbit hole, I suggest you go over to Daryl Denton's group, Bigfoot Believers and Other Creatures, something like that. And it's a cool group. They don't allow any sort of bashing or mean comments, so if that's what you're into, don't bother. But anyway, she posted this picture, and she posted two pictures, well, three actually, but the two that interested me I'm going to show you. And go read the post is all I can tell you. It's very well detailed. Each picture is detailed, and then the comments are into the hundreds, and there's a lot of back and forth about what it is and what it isn't, and she has her own opinions as far as them being interdimensional and etc. Okay, I was not there. I didn't see this thing happen. Apparently this is on a Ring camera, but I'm just going to show you the picture and show you what I see, and that's how we like to do it, to keep it down the middle, right? So, okay, assuming, once again, Ring doorbell camera. That makes sense. Got all this yard over here that checks out. She says that she was trying to get a lizard out of her laundry room, I believe. And this, I guess she set the Ring camera off or something to that effect. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. But anyway, so this guy pops up on her Ring camera. So let's just see what we see. First of all, someone immediately kind of threw out that it was a guy in a skull cap, and I got to be honest with you, I don't see that. These long sort of, I'm just going to call them tuft, for lack of a better term, of hair. They go all the way back. Like there's one there, there's another one here, there's another one there, almost like dreadlocks. Maybe not quite, but something like that. And then this throws me off a bit, but it could be forehead. It just kind of looks like some sort of head wrap. And let's be frank, we've seen that before. We've seen glasses, we've seen ponytails, we've seen head wraps, hair wraps. We've seen some things, so just because it looks slightly manicured doesn't make it fake. So the camera itself doesn't do a great job of capturing what's going on here, but we have another picture. So what I think I see, we might see some lips right here and there. Yeah, maybe a little nose structure, definitely kind of big eyes. Not even sure this is a Sasquatch, if I'm honest with you, because then it looks like another sort of, goodness, I don't even know, it doesn't quite look like a beard, it looks more like a facial wrap. How bizarre. Okay, I have another one. There we go. Now to me, this one clears up a lot of things for me. I can kind of clearly see a mouth, the two lips right here. I can see a nostril, two nostrils rather, with the nose structure, and at least, yeah, I'm not gonna say at least, one eyeball right here. So this is man, you guys know how I feel about interdimensional discussion. I'm not even gonna get into how I feel about it, let alone have the discussion. But we have seen some things that are different, kind of weird and undescribable, and that's where we're at right now. So I still think it's a very cool capture. I don't believe that there's any sort of shenanigans going on here, if that makes sense, but I also don't know exactly what we're looking at. But I had to share it with you guys. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, hop on Facebook, go to Daryl's group, jump into the conversation if you want to, ask questions. It's a very cool happening, and that's, we need those. We need those happenings, whether you find it to be real or not. I think is inconsequential. You need to get in there and look at it yourself. But another one, Bigfoot World, another one here, little facial thing going on here in the bush towards the bottom. I think that's all I see. I encourage everyone to be careful, when you get into these highly pixelated photos, you can see all sorts of little things here that may or may not be anything. Although this one kind of looks like maybe something, but, see, I'm vulnerable to it myself. But, I think we have to take the stance that there probably is such a thing as pareidolia, and we have to avoid that, be careful with that, because I see like a little guy down here, see a face there. So, just kind of talk to yourself and be like, well, what makes it real versus the other stuff? And this guy, I'm seeing two clear eyeballs and a nose structure. Almost looks like a mustache right here over his lips. Can't see the nostrils, but I think that's because they're facing downward. There's something going on right there. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me. Please, leave your comments below in the video if you whatever you want to talk about. We'll get into it with you. Feel free to submit anything to bigfootinput@gmail.com if you want us to look at anything or to be in one of our videos. And other than that, this is J Mac, and I'm out.